Hey everybody, more Lords of Shadow coming your way! This time the Abbey Library and the Abbey Tower. What's up, Arsenics? You excited about getting the Holy Relic?
The traps laid by the Abbot have
I'm coming!
And yet we have managed to break into the inner
Don't
cloisters.
you dare touch me!
It's gonna be one of those episodes, isn't it?
The weight of the world
I'm surprised somebody hasn't ripped the fucking voice sound clips from this game and used that for a very perverted Patrick Stewart soundboard.
And in its place, the anger is taking over.
So much of this shit could be taken out of context, it's not even funny.
What traps is Patrick Stewart talking about? There were no traps. Well, except for the...
Come on, have you forgotten the giant rock ceiling?
That's the only thing, though!
The magical teleporting puzzle thing?
Well, that wasn't really a trap, it was just a way to waste time. And I mean, come on, that stone trap wasn't even really a trap. I mean, these two people just stopped stone from crushing them.
Dude, it was QTE, the trap, man. Get with the program. Also, in case you hadn't been keeping up with this shit, this Dorin, the Abbot, is kind of an asshole. Apparently, also cutscene, by the way, because we're now in the library, a very messy library. But, anyway, apparently the Holy Relic has the power to ward off the vampires, right? This makes no sense once we actually put it into use, by the way. We quickly learn that there's no way in hell that these little things could save the entire village. But that's another story. But Patrick Stewart and Gabriel are going to blame the fuck out of this old man for basically locking himself in his own tower with the relic and leaving all the other people to die from the vampires. He's kind of a dick.
What the hell's going... What the hell?
It's another trap, man, and you said there were no traps.
Trap or some random badass knight? Sure.
This is basically the the Black Knight returned as the White Knight.
Is this really like the same kind of fight?
In a sense, they don't have as much health naturally, or as many attacks. They've only got 2 different attacks. But the main gimmick here is they've got those shields, which whenever they have them up, naturally, you can't damage them, but you can damage the shield. Damage it enough. They have a fuck ton of health, by the way, but damage the shield enough, and you can QTE it, because there wouldn't be any other way to rip it off, naturally. And you can rip it away from them and then damage the knight proper.
Can you not damage them around the shield? Like, can you not just flank them or something?
You can. The problem with this is that, namely, there's 2 of these guys, and you don't do a lot of damage, so it's best just to kind of take them head on. And, not to mention, when they're not blocking, your attack actually clips through the shield and hits them anyway as well, so that helps. That's a thing.
I don't have much more to add about these guys.
There's not. I mean, we encounter a couple more later on, and I think the most the game has you fight is like 3 or 4 at a time. And it can get kind of cluttered, especially if you're like a tight area like this, and that's where the game likes to throw them at you. Because you don't have a lot of room to dodge and everything like that, so, of course.
It just fucking exploded.
It did. We beat it so much that its essence just exploded, but, you know, now we're gonna rip this one out.
Oh, my armor is slightly torn. Oh, never mind.
And I guess, yeah, whatever that was, we took care of it. Naturally, Patrick Stewart's just been chilling with a good book there while we've been taking care of that.
Oh, cool. Here comes some more.
Ghouls!
Get out of here. I'll keep the trap door open.
What?
Jeez.
Oh. No, I'm sorry, there was no twinkling thing there, Gabriel. You can't just change the rules.
Yeah, how did he know to grapple there, man? There was no QT. Come on, man. Yeah, what the fuck, Lords of Shadow? Where's the continuity?
Wow.
No continuity, man. Okay, here we go. Another gimmick like this that we had in Chapter 2, of course. Another Legend of Zelda light puzzle.
Is this one even more annoying, somehow?
Yes. Very, very much so.
Yeah.
There's different segments to it. 3 in total. Different little light puzzles that we have to complete here. All of them count as one puzzle.
Okay.
The gimmick here is that the statues that have the mirrors on them, if you punch them, they will move.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Field of Dreams, just Lords of Shadow version. You can kind of tell which direction they go. If you look on the ground, you can see the little black rail there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pretty difficult to find because of like a lot of the papers and everything will be scattered on it, but yeah. Overall, it's not bad. And they get progressively more tricky as the level goes on.
Tricky as in you have to punch them more, or tricky
Yes.
as in
Tricky as in they extend the puzzle.
oh. That's one way to make a puzzle harder, I guess.
Well, absolutely. Plus, there's another way, which you'll be seeing here shortly. Anyway, now that we've got the statues in place, flip this thing around the proper way here. I don't know where this light's coming from, by the way, but, you know, that's semantics.
I don't think we need to worry about it.
We don't.
Yeah, let's not.
Update your Lords of Shadow canon now. We don't know where the light is.
Oh, vampires.
Oh no, not vampires.
Shine the light on them!
It's these little guys, man.
Wait,
The Gremlins.
Yeah.
That our fucking punch attack just decimates.
I'm waiting to see it.
Sooner or later, I think I get them grouped up here with the whip, but, yeah, this is pretty annoying. I think the challenge here, the trial, I should say, is you have to do this within a certain amount of time, if I remember right, and it's very fucking strict, so these guys can really annoy you. You basically have to do this without fighting these guys and hope they don't hit you.
And that thing really even, it looks like it tapped you a little.
It touched me with his feet. But yes,
Oh, man.
the slightest attack is enough to knock you out of your animation. Anyway, kill the first wave, and as long as you complete the puzzle within a fairly quick amount of time, more won't respawn. But if you take too long, then yeah, they're going to respawn on you.
I can't even... How did you know there was an upgrade there?
You could see it when you're running up there towards
Oh.
that first staircase. You can kind of see it flashing. But other than that, unless you're paying attention, no.
I was about to say, the beam of light was kind of obscuring my view.
And now we've completed one half of the final leg of the puzzle.
Jeez, you're kidding.
Yeah, this is the most annoying one yet. The thing in this one is you punch that statue, and it stops right there in the beam of light, so it's supposedly making you think, if you don't look, you're going to think, okay, well, it's reached the end of its rope. This is where I have to turn it. You would be very, very fucking wrong. You have to keep punching it all the way through here, and it's best to do this first, because enemies spawn if you go through these walls.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get that one set up, then come back here and set this other one up. If you can make it through the night, which we can't because he's blocking our fucking way. That's another thing that really interferes with the time run here, is that this silver knight here, or this animated armor, I think is the canonical term, will block the statue path, and it gets really fucking tedious.
What a horrible night. I have a curse.
Jesus
Yeah?
Christ. Although, granted, that's about as good as this level here. Also, yeah, there you go, light fairies. Did you see that magical explosion?
Oh, I did.
That was pretty great, wasn't it?
What did it do? Did it do anything different?
It did some damage. I think the light fairies actually damage instead of distract, so... It's, I don't know how much damage they do. Apparently not a lot, because the knight survived, but, you know.
To be fair, it's a fairy.
True.
It's like, come on.
A scared shitless fairy, nonetheless. Because, I mean, you know, Gabriel, they're not just killing themselves because they like it, man.
Yeah.
Some way, shape, or form, Gabriel is forcing them to do this.
I completely agree with this.
He lets them out of that coffee mug and he just whispers in their ear, "Don't come back."
You come back, you'll suffer.
Yeah, by the way, level end. Yep. That's totally cool.
I forgot where my joke was going to go because of that. Thanks, Lord of Shadow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Anyway, the Abbey Tower. We finally reached the final portion of this little side quest here to get the Holy Relic.
By side quest, you mean main quest?
Well, no, see, the main quest is the Lords of Shadow, the Dark Lord of the Vampires. This is to get a sub-weapon to help with the vampires, so it's a side quest, see?
But we need it to kill the vampires, and we can't kill the Dark Lord the vampires without it, apparently.
I'll just tell you right now, there is no cutscene, there is no canonical reason where we ever use this relic.
Oh. Okay.
To defeat anything.
What's the point?
We're in 5 chapters, and you're still asking that question? Come on, Phoenix.
The game just keeps giving me a reason.
Okay, well, the last level we got introduced to a new enemy. We had an interesting gimmick. I mean, the light puzzle it wasn't anything great, or you might say stellar. But
it wasn't interesting, as you just said.
But I mean, it was something. It was a break from the norm here of running around, mounting shit, and busting down walls. This level, we're back to the same shit. Go climb a tower.
So, are there any more Castlevania 2 references? Oh.
A few. Also, yeah, hold on, guys. I'm getting an upgrade here. Can you please not attack me? Thank you.
Alright, I'll let you heal to full health. I'll give you your upgrade.
Oh, yes! Life Gem! T, guys! T! Time out! And the beauty of it is that one of them was actually in the process of attacking me. When I picked up the upgrade, it canceled his attack.
That doesn't even make any sense. How does that work?
You're asking the wrong man. Eric Alvarez, sir.
Oh, Eric, you're my anti-hero, basically.
I think he's a lot of people's anti-hero, yeah. And yeah, there is a lot of breakable shit in this level. That's good for replenishing your sub-weapons, but it actually has to do with the trial, because this is another bullshit one.
How so?
You have to destroy like 100 objects within a minute and a half.
How?
Well, very quickly. How do you want me to answer that?
Well, I mean, there's like a ton of objects. You have to destroy a ton of objects, and it doesn't seem to be very many in this first area. Like, you've already spent about that time in this level.
I'd say we've gotten about 50 to 60 so far. There's more than you think, trust me.
Okay.
So we'll QTE this bridge down that's really flimsy, but yet somehow survive that. Now here, a little strategy is you could either go in and you can fight these guys individually, which is a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can wait and group them up and then, well, compel them with the Jesus Ray.
Oh, man.
That shit is fucking overpowered as all hell.
Welcome, Christianity. Gremlins. I forgot their name for a second.
The creatures of the night are no match for Jesus.
Oh.
Now that's actually the secondary use of the Jesus Ray. I told you the first and primary use of it is to glitch the fuck out of the game.
Hmm.
I showed you can glitch like little item pickups, switches, things like that. Well, next video, next stage, we're going to see its primary application.
Well,
Put to very good use. I'm telling you, man, all the good shit at Chapter 5 is at the end.
I can't get over how short this chapter... It, like, has more stages?
But the stages are like half as long, yeah. If that.
It's so confusing. Like, that's the word I'm going to use for Lords of Shadow from now on, just confusing.
It fits, yes, it really does. Also, there's no more enemies, we're just climbing this giant tower now. So, I hope you like this ledge wall-crawling shit that we've been accustomed to so far, because you're in for a lot of it now.
Is this the rest of the stage?
This is the rest of the stage, yes.
I'm not going to ask.
It's not a joke. I'm serious. This is the end of the stage right here. Pretty much.
What is he using to climb on walls again?
He's using his grapple hook, man, that we got from the one upgrade that we grave robbed.
Oh, yeah, okay. Forgot.
Granted, that was in Chapter 1, and I'm sure that's long been drunken out of your memory by now, but still.
Like, I'm trying to take in all this new information I'm receiving from Lords of Shadow.
It's throwing a lot at you, yeah, man. Patrick Stewart, ghouls, vampires, ghouls again, fuck. Also, when you jump over here, go to the left. This upgrade is very easy to miss. And if you don't do it, then you have to do the entire stage over again, which is a royal pain in the ass.
Please, don't ever do that.
I will try not to. These ledges are very finicky too, by the way. Sometimes you'll be at just the right spot on there where he won't go any further down, but you won't be far enough along the ledge to actually trigger the jump to the next ledge segment. So you have to like back off and go back. It's really great programming on these segments.
Well, I will say that these ledges they're not very obvious.
Yeah, I know, there's only been a few glowing ones, but still, if you look closely, you could see, like, the solid line there, which is what you're going for. And as if it wasn't enough the first 2 or 3 times, let's jump through another window. Yeah!
I thought Gabriel said that for a second. So, how did you get here?
Where's the Abbot?
He doesn't even question it.
Inside.
I have no idea. I was gonna ask that. I don't know how the fuck Zobek got in here. He was locked in the cage with the books.
There's literally no other entrance, like he's pointing towards a closed, boarded up door.
Meet the Abbot. We just... That's how real men open doors. Take note, IGA. That's how a real man's Belmont opens a door.
He told me you'd come. He does it.
Yeah, this guy seems pretty far gone.
He's kind of batty, yeah.
You hid behind the
He's kind of a dick.
You don't deserve to call yourself a man of God.
Neither do you, Gabriel, to be fair.
Gabriel is just... I don't know why. He, like, hasn't... That's the most he's said to anyone this entire game. And all it has been is shit talk to this poor old blind fucker.
Oh, hey, holy water.
Yeah, meet the Holy Relic.
So one of the worst sub-weapons in Castlevania, except for very specific causes, is the ultimate weapon against the vampires.
Actually, in this game, yes it is. It is unbelievably useful.
Don't leave me here, you dogs.
That's a good way to get us to take you with him, to wit with us.
Curse you. Damn you to hell.
Yeah, we get it.
He's kind of an asshole, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't worry, he's about to get his, man. I mean, his relic is gone. He's gonna go back to chanting his mantra. But oh, hey, yeah, these guys are just hanging out there.
Where did they come from?
They took off their stealth camo once the holy water was gone.
Yeah. See you later.
Cool thing about the vampires, though, I think I mentioned this to you off camera. In Lords of Shadow, they work it so that your lower level vampires, your younger ones, your weaker ones, are actually stuck in their like beast winged form there. But as they get older and they get stronger, they're able to become closer and closer to human form, and eventually look completely human.
That is really cool.
Interesting effect.
Yeah, you did mention that to me, but well, can't wait to see that in action.
What's happening?
Which you mentioned something that would have been really cool too, was that if they, like if one of the lower ones like got a hold of you and drank your blood, have them like evolve into a higher form, that would have been pretty neat, but sadly, you were expecting too much from Lords of Shadow.
Still.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Do what you must.
I'll take the blame for that.
Also, I don't know if we should leave the boy with Patrick Stewart or not, man. Considering his dialogue, that doesn't seem like a sound decision. But anyway, yeah, we've been summoned back to the village by things.
Have I told you about ghouls, boy?
We'll see the boy. We'll be walking out of the village. The boy will be running down there with his fucking ears plugged. Bronner, yeah.
Yeah, I know where that's from.
That's the next stage, man. That's from the greatest Castlevania ever. Anime Dracula Death. Hell yeah.
True anime Dracula.
True anime Dracula, yeah. Portrait of Ruin, baby. Anyway, yeah, hey, next time it's a boss fight and then the final stage of the other chapter. We're almost done with this shit.
Is that one of his quotes? I forget.
You're going to be surprised. Let's just put it that way. You'll, in a way, there's art, in a way. But anyway, it's not in the way the game intended. The glitches that you can pull on this fucker are art. How does that grab you? Yeah, for those of you listening to this, stay tuned for the next one, because the next one, it's going to be filled with a lot of fucking glitches with the Jesus Ray. All the stuff that I've been talking about for the last 5 goddamn chapters, it's finally come to fruition. Catch you all next time.